Hi, and welcome to JCMS.NET Video Help. Today we're going to cover mail merge. Before we begin, if you are interested in covering what is mail merge and how it's set up, please check the FAQs, and that will present to you what mail merge is and how to set it up. But for this discussion, we're going to stick to talking about mail merge. In order to get to mail merge, please click on the taskbar, click on mail merge, and then there you go, mail merge is right there. Great. So what mail merge is a collection of tickets that are waiting to be notified of their status. This is where you would want to send out mass mailers or information. A typical case would be rescheduling court. There's inclement weather, the court date gets canceled, excuse me, and you need to reschedule, and you could see in this particular case there's 26 cases eligible for rescheduling. Let's take a look at what's available on this machine, on this screen. On the very top, there's refresh. This will refresh the list of mail merge in case somebody's made a recent change. You want to capture it. You can hit the refresh, and you can capture it. Okay. Let's look at the bottom. On the bottom, we have select all. Okay. Select all will select all of the ticket actions that you want to generate letters for. Unselect does the opposite, okay, and generate data. The key to understand this is if you wanted to just process one action, you can select it. All I'm looking for today is everybody that was rescheduled. I would like to send them out a letter. I'd like to go ahead and generate that data. What I can do at this particular point is, why don't we just follow through with that example? Okay, I can go ahead and select it, generate the data. The data will get output to a source. Okay, all right, this is a list of everything that I have selected to generate. I'll click on it, and mail merge is generated. You'll notice that it's missing. It's gone. Okay, it is gone, and as it should be. All the tickets with that status have now been notified. Okay, it's important to realize that and notice that. All the tickets with that status have now been generated. Okay. At this particular point, you would go ahead, open up Microsoft Word, and merge the letters.
Let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening on the Microsoft Mail Merger side. At this particular point, you'd go ahead and open up your letters. And this letter has already been created. Again, please, in order to create the letters and set them up and get a broader understanding of mail merge, please visit the FAQs and look for what is mail merger. With that in mind, we've opened up our reschedule document, and we have a very simple document which outlines what we're going to send out. Now, please mind you, with Microsoft Word, we've created something for illustration purposes only. You can make it much more complex, to include graphics, etc., and so on. But for our purpose, our goal is simply to illustrate that the letter can be merged. One of the items we should look at is that we know that we generated 26 results. And if we take a look at this, at the very top here, you'll notice that it is already seeing whether or not the data is there. So there's record number 1, and there's record number 26. Exactly what we expected. Okay, and then obviously we can finish and merge into individual documents. At this point, what I'm going to do is finish and merge. And I'm going to say do all the individual documents. Let's go ahead and click all. And notice the information is populated. So what we have here is page after page. You will see the information, the new date and time. Let's close this and get back to our mail merge.
Now, what happens if there's an error? How would I go about figuring out if there's an error? If there's an error and you need to regenerate those 26, the way to do it is to go to System Administration, Workflow Actions. Let's see, we need reschedule, right? So let's use some of our filtering techniques. RES, there we go, reschedule. There's 2 of them, okay? In this particular case, we want this one. I just happen to know this is the correct one. If I right click here, I have 2 options. One is to generate sample data. That option is covered in what is mail merge and how to set it up. Regenerate data is what I'm looking for. Okay, the key here is what date. Now, the way, and I'm going to flip back, but we obviously don't want to do this right now, but what I am going to do is flip back to mail merge. You'll notice that once we generated the mail merge data, all those tickets now have today's date, September 20th, associated with it. So if you were to find one of those courts rescheduled and pull up the ticket, you would notice that the notified date is today's date. Okay, that notified date is how the regenerate program knows to go and find it and fetch it and regenerate it. Let's take a quick look at one example. I have pulled up a ticket that was rescheduled just to show you and illustrate what happens with the notified date. So we'll take a look at this ticket number very quickly, and let's focus down here. Here is the status, rescheduled. Notified date is today's date. And if we were to clear this date, this particular ticket would show back up. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll clear it. We'll save it. Okay, and let's go back to mail merge and let's do a refresh. Okay, and you'll notice the one ticket has appeared again. The notified date works hand in hand with the status, and the key to the notified date is whether or not the ticket has been notified, and that is also the key for regenerating the data. So if we wanted to go back and generate all the lists that we produced today, we would use the notified date to pull them together. Thank you for using JCMS.NET Video Help.